He's been called the king of Rhumba, rock, and even though he's gone, Papa Wemba lives on. His music and his heart of his fans. Tonight we talk to one of the few people who last spoke to him. That's Chao Tolle, who's talking to us. Chao, part of the team that brought Papa Wemba into the country last year, August
2014?
Yes.
Yeah, Capsule FM brought Papa Wemba for the Koroga Festival. He was here for the 3rd edition, and he was the headline act. So it's I'm part of the team. I'm part of the team, part of a very hardworking team of people.
Yes, so everyone, as they're eulogizing and, trying to get to understand what his death meant, someone you've, worked with, you've spent time with him, what kind of a person was Papa Wemba?
Oh my God, mon Dieu. Papa was generous. He was very gentle. He was very kind. He was what you saw on stage. He was an extremely hard worker. I cannot stress that enough. When he was here for Koroga Festival, we have, the artists are here for about 2 or 3 days, and he shot a video, Mwasi, which was shot in Nairobi. And I remember speaking to the manager and asking Marie, what time are we going to shoot the video? She said, when he gets up. I said, what time is that? Oh, you'll know. And we were up very early, in between sound check. He woke up at breakfast. He said, we don't need to eat breakfast for too long. I have to shoot this video. And he was directing it. He was behind it. I think I shared some footage with you.
Yes.
Of behind the scenes. We shot it at his friend's house. So and he wanted to use a local producer. He said, I want to use a Kenyan videographer. It's very important for me to be able to uplift Kenyans. They're shooting this video. I'm going to make sure the person gets credit. So that's the kind of person he was in a nutshell. But he was gentle. He was just gentle.
Talk to me, Chao, about everyone is giving, their tributes right now, and, musicians who worked with him, and, everyone else across the world is, pouring in their heartfelt condolences and messages. What are they saying, and what does it mean?
I spoke with Mopal, that is Kofi Olomide, this morning. I wasn't able to reach him yesterday because it was a very difficult time for him. And he's just devastated. He is completely devastated. He speaks about the fact that Congo is decimated. The word is decimated in French. But décimé, ça veut dire, that means, it's destroyed. It's destroyed. And you have to understand that Papa was his father. So when I spoke to him this morning and I said, look, we are eulogizing him in Kenya, he said, I know. He was there for Koroga Festival. He spoke very highly of the festival. He spoke very highly of Kenya. And I want you to realize that he loved Kenya. He was planning on coming back in July as well. So
talk to me about that festival, Koroga Festival that you were in, right? And explain to us, people who didn't have a chance to come in,
right.
And what kind of energy did he bring? What was the songs that he brought?
He sang. The one thing that really sticks out for me is Raylon. He was very generous in that particular.
And we're playing it on the back and right now.
I can hear it right now on the back. He was very generous during that set because he invited people from the crowd to give their interpretation of the song. So you might sing it in the bathroom saying, Raylon. If you're going to do that, go on stage. Papa invited you to do it. And that to me spoke to him as an artist, as a man, as a human being, just kind and generous. I remember June Gashui going on stage. We had Kalechi Mumo going on stage, and they gave their interpretation of the song, and he was very pleased. He did speak about that afterwards. So that's the energy, and that's what Koroga does. Koroga Festival brings legends. We had Kofi.
Yes, so
and we have Manu Dibango coming.
Yes.
Why are you going to wait until you hear sad news to say I should have gone to watch them? Come out.
That's the thing, Chao, which leads to the next question that I wanted to have to you tonight. The question of how do we celebrate our heroes? Right? Papa Wemba was very authentic.
Yes.
For decades
Yes.
singing the song and bringing passion and
Yes.
poise,
Yes.
into music and pouring his heart out. Where are we as a people, as a continent, in putting these headline acts, because they told our stories, and when they live and when they pass, where are we in terms of celebrating them?
I don't know that we're doing too well. I think that there's a sort of a shift. It's two ways. There's two waves. There's a shift towards the West. Prince recently passed away. That was devastating. I loved Prince. He was an authentic artist. But remember, Prince was authentic to his generation, to his music, to the people he grew up to. So I feel that the authenticity that we have in Africa is a bit borrowed and copied. But we have people like Angelique Kidjo. She has 3 Grammys and she's authentic. We have, people like Koffi Olomide. We have people like Manu Dibango who's coming. He's authentic. Soul Makossa. We have artists that have copied Manu Dibango. Michael Jackson won a he had to pay him a whole lot of cash because he sampled his song Soul Makossa. Why are you not going to come out and watch these people? Why are you not going to celebrate them? Why are we going to say, I want Jay-Z? And I have nothing against Jay-Z. He's a great rapper, but he's an even better businessman. Why can we not support our stories? This is what... I don't understand this.
Yeah, I tell you, you're part of a team that has started to bring these headline acts. The other day, Koffi Olomide,
whom you met,
whom I met and interviewed.
Can I just say this on air? He really enjoyed your interview. He felt it was researched. He felt that you were real, you were authentic. Again,
the term authentic. I enjoyed the time with Koffi.
Yeah.
Again, very authentic.
Yeah.
And young people come to these shows now. How do you explain the shift of young people coming to these acts and more realizing that people like you organizing among others Koroga Festival and Capital FM whatever, that thing is what the continent, or perhaps we need to start telling our own stories in our very own way?
I think that I think there's 2 waves. So the first wave is we're moving to the West, but the second wave is a sort of renaissance. I speak about this with other artists that I know and that I have met over time. Nearby we have we had Ali Kiba. He's very authentic. That's why his music sells. We have people like Jose Chameleon, who I think is just he's not only just brilliant, he's just authentic. He's singing in Luganda. You don't really have to understand it, but you're moving.
You love it.
You love it. And you wonder, why do people go out to his shows? Why there are people in Congo braving the rain? I don't understand that phenomenon, but they're braving the rain just to go sing a song of his. Why are people here going to watch the Mushrooms? Because these are people that we have. They're telling our stories. I resonate with the story of somebody, losing their way, coming into the city. That may not have been me, but that is a story that I can understand because that is part of the background, behind which I grew up. So I'll understand that story. I'll understand it in whatever language it's told. It could be Wolof from West Africa. It could be Swahili from East Africa. It could be from South Africa, in Xhosa or Zulu. It doesn't matter. The story is African. It's authentic. And that's what we do at Koroga. We bring you the authentic African story.
And you do a great job at it. The question then, what do you think from your mind? So if you met, Papa, the last few days you've been engaged in understanding and listening to what everyone is saying, and getting soaked into right in the middle of it.
Right.
What do you think Papa Wemba brought into the world, and what do you think the world is missing or is going to miss now that he's left?
Papa Wemba brought himself. He brought who he was as a person, an authentic African father who made great music, who told people's stories, and what we have lost is a leader and a father. And it's going to be pretty hard I'm looking at other African acts just kind of eulogizing him, and the void is very real. It's real because he never strayed from his roots. He wanted to make, a rap. I think he wanted to do rap towards the end, but you could tell that it was going to have that Congolese flair of flavor. So that's what we're missing, authenticity, and that's what's gone. Yeah.
Right. I want to look at the tributes, some of the tributes that have been coming through.
Yeah.
And we have Angela Kidjo. Femi Kuti actually says the name Papa Wemba is a name that has always existed and will always exist. This is not a name that will go in the near future. That is Femi Kuti. Also, yes, Angela Kidjo, all right, says here, he was a generous soul when it comes to helping people, and he does not talk much about, he observed a lot, and when he speaks in a soft voice, everything he says in situ.
That's absolutely true. That's the man that I met. I have to add, though, on a personal note, he did not refer to me by my name. He just kept calling me ma petite, which is like my daughter, the whole time. And that he embraced me as his daughter. So that tells you a lot. If you're working with somebody and they're like, you're my daughter now.
And Kofi, this is a disaster. Congolese music has been destroyed. It is already falling apart. I do not know what to say.
Those are exactly his sentiments. That's absolutely true. And that's exactly how he feels, because he was discovered by him. He was given a chance, yeah.
And finally, Manu Dibango. He is the voice of Africa. We are all orphans. May the sky and spirits greet him in peace. Papa Wemba, we remain forever in our hearts.
It's Manu Dibango saying that. That tells a lot. That says a lot. That says a lot. And you get to watch Manu. Can I just say that? You get to watch him on the 8th of May. Don't miss out on that chance.
All right.
And where's the camera? Don't miss out on that chance. Just don't miss out on the chance. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. That's all I'll say.
Chao Tolle.
Thanks. De rien. Asante sana.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Talking there to Chao Tolle, who's presenter and Capital FM guest artist liaison, talking to us about the last moments of Papa Wemba, dead at 66. Take a short break. We'll be right back with more.